Hello and welcome. This is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion for Monday, March the 4th. Today we start the spring quarter of Reflecting God, and this quarter we will be taking a look at 1st and 2nd Corinthians. So today we're starting with 1st Corinthians chapter 3 verses 1 through 10, and here is the word of the Lord. Brothers and sisters, I could not address you as people who live by the Spirit, but as people who are still worldly, mere infants in Christ. I gave you milk, not solid food, for you were not ready yet for it. Indeed, you are still not ready. You are still worldly. For since there is jealousy and quarreling among you, are you not worldly? Are you not acting like mere humans? For when one says, I follow Paul, and another, I follow Apollos, are you not mere human beings? What, after all, is Apollos? And what is Paul? Only servants, through whom you came to believe, as the Lord has assigned to each his task. I planted the seed, Apollos watered it, but God has been making it grow. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow. The one who plants and the one who waters have one purpose, and they will each be rewarded according to their own labor. For we are co-workers in God's service. You are God's field, God's building. By the grace God has given me, I laid a foundation as a wise builder, and someone else is building on it. But each one should build with care. And that is the word of the Lord. Our article today is titled Shallow in Believers. Our articles this week are written by Rob Prince, and Rob is the lead pastor of the Flint Central Church of the Nazarene in Flint, Michigan. And this is what Rob has to say for us today. There were plenty of opportunities for me to learn to swim. I just never learned. At the Nazarene campgrounds that I attended as a child, my time at the lake was spent playing in the shallow waters. I couldn't swim out to the dock like the other kids. It became increasingly unsatisfying as I grew older. No 14-year-old wants to be splashing around with toddlers in the shallow waters, but that was all I knew. Churches are full of people living with a shallow faith. Their surface devotion to God becomes less and less satisfying, but it's still all they know. Shallow living believers tend to have one foot on the beach in the world and the other foot in the living waters of Jesus. It's easy to be distracted in such surroundings. It's easy to abandon the lake altogether and take one's toys and go home. Shallow-watered faith followers don't experience a deep wholeheartedness that results from being immersed in the fullness of the love of Jesus. They don't comprehend the profound satisfaction and joy unspeakable that comes from a bottomless trust in Jesus. Shallow living becomes increasingly unsatisfactory, and maybe that's why so many tend to make waves and not disciples. Higher Ground by Johnson Oatman Jr. is our hymn. Still praying as I'm outward bound, Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. And from the 3rd Psalm, verses 1 through 3. Since you are my rock and my fortress, for the sake of your name, lead and guide me. And that is your daily devotion for Monday, March the 4th. Have a blessed day.